To the world, he's a cold-blooded titan of industry. To me, he was my everything. I played the role of the perfect obedient wife, waiting for a scrap of affection that never came. But the moment he chose her over me in a life-or-death crisis, the girl who loved him died. Now, the substitute is gone. I've shed my dowdy clothes, reclaimed my real name, and stepped back into the world I walked away from for him. When we meet again in a boardroom instead of a bedroom, he doesn't recognize the powerful woman standing before him. He wants to talk about our marriage? That's funny. I only talk business now. When Celeste Rodriguez arrived at the airport in Andestan, it was already past 9 p.m. It was her birthday that day. Therefore, she received a bunch of birthday wishes from her colleagues and friends when she turned on her phone. However, there was no message from her husband, Trevor Fleming, at all. Celeste's smile faded. By the time she reached the villa, it was already past 10 p.m. Hannah Lind, the housekeeper, was startled when she saw her. "Oh, Mrs. Fleming, why have you come here? Where are Trevor and Joe?" Celeste asked. "Mr. Fleming hasn't returned yet, and Miss Fleming is in her room playing," Hannah replied. Celeste handed her luggage to Hannah. When she went upstairs, she found Jordyn wearing a pair of pajamas and sitting at her table, fiddling with something. She was so focused that she didn't even notice anyone entering the room. "Joe?" Celeste called out. Jordyn turned her head when she heard her. In a happy tone, she greeted, "Mom!" Then she turned back to her task. Celeste walked over and pulled Jordyn into her arms. She had just given Jordyn a kiss on the cheek before the little one pushed her away. "Mom, I'm busy right now." It had been 2 months since Celeste last saw Jordyn. She missed her so much that no amount of kisses felt enough. She wanted to talk to Jordyn. But upon seeing how focused Jordyn was, Celeste felt like she shouldn't disrupt her enthusiasm. "Joe, are you making a seashell necklace?" "Mm-hmm." When Celeste asked about that, Jordyn perked up visibly. "Wynn's birthday is in a week. This is the birthday gift Dad and I are preparing for her. We carefully polished these shells with tools. Aren't they pretty?" Celeste's throat tightened. Before she could say anything, she heard Jordyn, with her back still turned, happily say, "Dad even had a customized gift prepared for Wynn. Tomorrow?" Celeste felt a pang in her chest and couldn't hold back anymore. "Joe, do you remember it's my birthday today?" "Huh? What?" Jordyn glanced up at her, then quickly looked back down at the string of beads in her hands. She complained, "Mom, don't talk to me. You're messing up the bead order." Celeste released her hold on Jordyn and said nothing more. She stood there for a long time, but Jordyn didn't look up at her even once. Finally, Celeste pursed her lips and left the room without a word. When Hannah saw her, she said, "I just called Mr. Fleming. He said he has something to do tonight and told you to rest first." "I see." Celeste acknowledged her words softly. As she thought about what Jordyn had just said, she paused for a bit and called Trevor. It took a long while before he answered. His tone was indifferent as usual. "I'm busy. Let's talk tomorrow." "Trevor, who's calling you so late?" It was Wynn's voice. Celeste tightened her grip on her phone. "It's nothing important," Trevor responded to Wynn's question. Before Celeste could say anything, Trevor had already hung up. The two of them hadn't seen each other in 2 or 3 months, and she had finally made it to Andestan. Not only did he not rush home to see her, but he also didn't even have the patience to finish one phone call with her. After so many years of marriage, he had always been like this, cold, distant, and impatient. Celeste had gotten used to it. In the past, she would have called him again. Then, she would patiently ask where he was and whether he could come home. Perhaps she was too tired tonight, so she suddenly didn't feel like doing so. The next morning, Celeste thought it over and decided to call Trevor again. There was a time difference of about 17 or 18 hours between Andestan and their home country. In Andestan, today was her actual birthday. She didn't come to Andestan just to see Jordyn and Trevor. She hoped their family of 3 could spend this special day together by having a meal. This was her birthday wish for the year, yet Trevor didn't answer her call. A long time later, he sent a message. "What's up?" Celeste wrote, "Do you have time at noon? Let's bring Joe along and have lunch together as a family." Trevor replied, "Okay, let me know the address when it's decided." Celeste texted back, "All right." After that, there was no further message from him. He hadn't remembered it was her birthday at all. Although Celeste was mentally prepared, she couldn't help feeling a pang of disappointment. She was about to head downstairs after washing up when she overheard Jordyn and Hannah